Yo, what's going on, guys? Joey Shirkenbach is back here with another video for you guys. And today we are here to talk about the game that we just finished watching between the Browns and the Ravens, capping off the Ravens' first game since choking it in the playoffs of last year. Bro, let's go. What a start to this year, man. And I know it's week one, and the Ravens always have a habit of blowing teams out in week one, but this felt like a great team cumulative effort, right? Because I know the Browns are not great, but they were significantly better than last year's Dolphins. This year's Dolphins, we'll see. Last year's Dolphins, we won 59-10, but the Dolphins were absolute garbage. Oh, we'll take the win, and we played really well, but we didn't need to play that well to beat the Dolphins last year because they were terrible. So, today, the Browns, I don't know. I feel like the Browns don't really have any excuses because they had a revamped offense, revamped offensive line, no issues. Myles Garrett coming back on defense. At the same time, they did have injury issues in the secondary, but the secondary is always not that good, and Denzel Ward was still playing, and he got destroyed. It depends on the man or zone, but it's not like he played well either. And here's something that I liked. So I find this is kind of a similar scenario to last year when we played the Titans, and here's why. The running game was not that effective today. It wasn't bad, but we were not rushing for like 200 plus yards like crazy. Actually, I don't think we hit 200 yards today. I think Ingram probably had like 30. Dobbins actually had a great game. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. I would say Dobbins probably had the most yards out of all of our running backs today, but the rushing attack was not spectacular, and that's okay. And what I really liked was, the running game was not as effective as it usually is, so we had to throw the ball. And the way Lamar Jackson drove the ball downfield today, I thought he looked beautiful. I gotta be honest, guys, I know I shouldn't say this, but this may have been his best game, just because his throwing was so much better. And again, you may argue, last year, against the Dolphins, but again, the Dolphins are trash. So, playing against a team that has a great front seven, Myles Garrett, Larry Ogunjobi, Olivier Vernon, Sheldon Richardson, their secondary is not great, but he stood in the pocket, and a lot of his throws were very accurate. He did not throw many incompletions at all. He was like 9 for 10, I think, in the first half or something like that. He played incredibly well. One thing that I really liked seeing today, I didn't see any blatant drops except for the one, I don't know if you're going to call it an easy catch. Miles Boykin at the goal line laid out and couldn't pull it in. Last year was getting blitzed. He had to get rid of it, so I'm not really going to blame him for that. It's just bang, bang. But the Ravens receiving was very good today. Mark Andrews, 2 more touchdown receptions. He's just such a big threat. He's such a big weapon, man. So happy to have Andrews 100% healthy again. And of course, a lot of you guys are really happy to see a healthy Marquise Brown. We saw that today. Brown had over 100 yards again. He was not quite as good as last year in week 1, but he was still plenty good enough. And you saw the difference. The way he runs, he's way more healthy now, way quicker because he's past the foot injury. His route running looked excellent. He's got great hands. Really happy to see Marquise Brown 100% healthy again, and I do expect a big year from him. And that's why this kind of, again, you're not supposed to jump to conclusions after one game. I get that. But I really liked seeing the way we threw the ball today. We beat the Browns by throwing the football. Not by running them the football, by throwing it. Jackson threw for like 270-something yards and 3 touchdowns. No picks. He was clean. So the offense played very well. It was kind of weird. So we got up to a quick 10-0 lead. We looked great. Then the Browns showed signs of coming back. They got a touchdown, missed the extra point. Ravens had to punt. Actually, no, we fumbled. Patrick Ricard fumbled. Then the Browns were kind of marching down the field. It was 10-6. We were starting to lose it a little bit. But then there were a couple flags on the Browns offense. It backed them way up. It was like 4th and 41. So they ended up punting. And after that, the whole scheme of the game just flipped completely. So, great day for the offense. Now let's talk about defense. So, ton of new. Our defense. I was looking at it today. The way the guys' bodies are built, whatever you want to call it, our defense looks so much different. And I'm not even saying it looks better. It does look better, but that's not even really what I'm talking about here. It just looks so different than last year. New linebackers, new defensive line, really. Last year we had Michael Pierce, Chris Wormley, and those guys are gone. We do still have Brandon Williams, Matthew Judon, but it looks different. It really does. Free safety, Deshaun Elliott. We were not used to that. So defensively, run defense was a lot better today. First half, I kind of thought we were losing it a little bit. Chubb had a big breakout run. I thought the second half, our run defense was excellent. It seemed like the biggest run was like 5 yards or something. So run defense was much better this year. This year. Well, I hope it's better this year. It was much better this game. Forced a fumble. It was Patrick Queen. We'll talk more about him in a second. Queen ripped the ball out from Chubb, kept him up, made Chubb fumble, which is a rarity. I mean, although we fumbled twice against New England in the pouring rain last year, Chubb is not known for fumbling. So that was a huge play, forcing the fumble. It was kind of in garbage time, but it doesn't matter. A fumble is a fumble. Again, run defense was excellent, especially in the second half. I was really happy to see that because if you guys remember, the last time the Ravens played the Browns at M&T Bank, it was a slugfest. The Browns just killed us by running the ball. Nick Chubb destroyed us. Nothing like that today. And everything is all set. So the Browns' one touchdown was a pass, like a 1 yard pass to David Njoku. He was wide open. So anyways, that's really great to see. Another thing I want to point out. So I would say the biggest star on the defense today was Patrick Queen. Man, am I so happy to see him play, man. I know it was only one game, but Queen really can do it all. He can cover, he can move, he is really fast, he can tackle, he can blitz, so multi-dimensional, and I'm really happy to see that. I think the way, Queen blitzing too is so good because, like, he blitzes at the last second, but he's so fast, it's harder for the line to adapt to it because they can go to him, but then the guy that they were going to, it flips, they run stunts, it really works well. Queen had a single man blitz today, got to Mayfield with help from Pernell McPhee, awesome. Only real concern I had for today, pass rush was still lacking a little bit. I know that might sound wrong because I think we had like 4 or 5 sacks. First of all, those sacks were kind of in garbage time where no one was really trying. But what the Ravens need to do, again, our secondary, before we talk about the pass rush actually, secondary was excellent today. Lockdown man-to-man coverage. Humphrey and Peters looked great. Humphrey, I know he had that little rough patch where back-to-back plays, he got called for holding, pass interference, but other than that, Humphrey played very well. Nothing significant. Or nothing significantly bad. He didn't give up any huge play, anything. So that's always great to see. Pass rush, the only thing that concerns me is we need to be able to get pressure from a 4-man pass rush, right? Because we can't just get pass rush by blitzing every time. And today we didn't blitz every time, but I feel like we still are kind of lacking the 4-man pass rush applying pressure. So Calais Campbell and Derek Wolfe. So Wolfe did not show any signs of pass rush today. He was a great run stuffer though. He looked really good against the run today. Calais Campbell, I noticed that he wasn't in that much. I don't know if that's because he's aging, we didn't want to hurt him. Maybe he did have a little injury that was bothering him. I don't know. Nothing to keep him out of the game, like, permanently, but he did seem to not be in that much. At the same time, I felt like Derek Wolfe was in a lot. So, that's okay. I just want to make sure that we don't overplay anyone. And at the same time, I don't want us to overplay Campbell either, because that's what the Jaguars did last year. But at the same time, Calais Campbell is by far our best defensive lineman. So we definitely need to know how to use him. I thought, and again, guys, it was so weird. You know, out of all the players, right, we're going to skip to the first quarter, Mayfield's pick. Out of all the players to drop into coverage and tip a pass to get someone to get it intercepted. You know, not even Matthew Judon, not a defensive end, not a linebacker, but Calais Campbell dropping into coverage, getting a hand on the ball, But again, and this is in the passing game here, and then getting it to Marlon Humphrey. Campbell almost picked it too. He was mad at himself, and then he realized that Humphrey had the ball. So we'll take it. And then we finished that drive with a Mark Andrews one-handed touchdown. You always love to see that. And again, I think that's just about it. Again, defense looks a lot different, a lot better. Only thing we need to fix up is pass rush. I think we're going to get better down the stretch. I just want to see more pressure from our interior guys. Derek Wolfe, Calais Campbell need to get more pressure because if we fix the one little pass rush issue, we're going to be the best defense in the league this year. And last year, it was the same thing. Our secondary was excellent. It was the pass rush that really was lacking along with our run defense. So I'm really hoping that can change this year and we could be a really big team. And offense, nothing really new today. Passing was excellent. Running was not as good as usual, but it doesn't matter. When you have Lamar Jackson, anything's possible, man. So happy to see all this, guys. That is going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I am out. Peace out. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Go Ravens, and I will see you either on Thursday or Saturday of this week. Have a great day, guys, and again, go Baltimore.